What's up, everybody? It's your boy JD back again with another video. You guys know what time it is. It's time to hop back in the Extra Academy Survival Guide. So we're about to go and get into it. See what's in store for us today. But before we do, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Want to take support even further? Patreon link is in the description below. Also join the Otaku Game membership and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video or go live on these channels. Let's go and get into it, man. And I've read the reports. You seem to have gone through a lot. To think that you had to suffer through such injustice. I apologize for the failings of our academy security. It's alright. Yeah, you should have it's kind of a little late for that though. It's alright. The culprits have been planning this out meticulously. It would have been difficult to prevent it, even with general security measures. I appreciate you saying that, but... well, in reality, this all seems very contrived. Judging by the timing, it appears as though you wanted for Cadix and Nox to escape and did not come out of hiding until they had a chance to report their success to the one who ordered them to kill you. I have no knowledge of the inner workings and conflicts of House Rothstaylor and such nobles. I do not intend to pry either. However, my job is to take care of this academy, and I must report whatever occurs on this campus to the palace. If I were to report your survival, House Rothstaylor, one of the main pillars of the Imperial Palace, will find out that you are alive. This may be contrary to your intentions. Could you possibly delay your report for a while? Are you able to take responsibility for any risks that could occur? As you may have suspected, the one who ordered me dead was my father, Crepin Rothstaylor, the head of the family and the true power of the Imperial Court. I have no interest in anything unrelated to the Academy. House Rothstaylor, the backbone of the Imperial Court, will want this situation to be swept under the rug without anyone hearing about it. If this becomes a problem later, you can report it then. What risk would that possibly add? It seems that your grades have been rising sharply, and that your reputation among the other students have been improving at a surprising rate as well. Your sister Tanya has a promising future too. You also seem to be quite popular among the top students of the academy. It's as if you become an entirely different person. As I said before, Savannah is always on the side of its students. I think you're still missing my point, especially when it comes to capable students like you. I'll be seeing you again. I shall remember your name. Obel, the headmaster, seemed to have figured out the whole situation, but he turned a blind eye to it. Thanks to that, no one outside of the academy will find out that I survived for the time being. Well, I guess we lucked out today. Miss Tony's business hours are over today, so stop trying to bother her and leave, please. She also does not accept bribes. I wonder if I need to intervene. She's a saint, isn't she? I've been waiting for you. I was shocked to hear that you had been summoned by the headmaster himself, Ed. I heard about how the election is going. You almost got in the bag. Congratulations, your day has finally come. I can't let my guard down just yet. Tanya's innocence was proven that day. 8 out of 12 top students spanning over 4 years and 3 departments. In other words, the majority voiced their support for Tanya Rothstaylor, but the most decisive reason that Tanya was able to gain so many votes all of a sudden, despite her earlier disfavor, was because of Lordo's downfall. Lordo had persistently pushed the election into a one-on-one contest between herself and Tanya. Because of this, everyone forgot about the other candidates, establishing a two-way race between the two. And just when Tanya and Lordo's approval ratings began to even out, a certain article was published. It was about Lordo embezzling company funds and bullying her business partners. In the end, she resigned in disgrace. Damn. And as a result, only Tanya's supporters remained. Damn. That's crazy. Well, she did say some shit might come out. She did say that. Goddamn elections, boy. Always brings out the dirt. We haven't been able to talk it off since I was busy with the election, and you're always getting called in for questioning. I know we'll have lots of opportunities to talk from now on, but I really want to thank you first. You thanked me enough back then, didn't you? The day Ed returned. No, that doesn't count. By the way, Ed, I know this is a bit shameless of me to ask, so I was going to stop myself, but I really want to know the answer anyway, so could I ask you a question? When I was making my speech, you went so far as to come out of hiding to support me. If it was better for you to stay in hiding, you really didn't have to step up to help me. It's almost as if you couldn't stand the injustice I was facing or something like that, right? Yes, that's why I stepped in. We're family. Of course, I was going to support you. Not every family member deserves support, but I understand what you're saying, my boy. I get it. Well, now I'm going to be student council president. I'll have to be objective, but I just wanted you to know that I might still be a little biased. I'm only human after all. If you're ever in trouble, please tell me. I'll help you any way I can. We're family. Of course, I was going to support you. Family, huh? How nice. And how long have you been listening? Ever since you started being so cliche with Tanya. There are all kinds of rumors going around about you. Are you doing all right? Of course, it's all going according to plan. No, it's not. Tanya's election was decided by a scandal regarding embezzlement of company funds and abuse of business partners. Lorda was the one who published this news on purpose. Oh, okay, so wait, hold on. Turned the election to a two-way race so that the other candidates would be forgotten was all part of the plan too. The reason Lorda had gone to see Princess Pena and revealed that she was hostile toward Tanya was done to ensure that Tanya would be pressured into running for the election, as the two of them felt very guilty about my death. It was so obvious that they would be on my side in order to repay their image debts once I returned. I had already decided to go to Tanya's rescue when Lorda told me about her plan. My sparring match against Ziggs only helped me get rid of any hesitation I still had left. I wasn't lying when I said I helped her because she was family, but it would be a lie to say that I didn't keep in mind just how useful Tanya would be in the future. The upcoming fourth act of the game is the battle against House Rothstaylor. I'm already their enemy. As part of House Rothstaylor, Tanya will be the perfect ally for the purposes of smokescreen strategies and information gathering. But the dark side of such connections doesn't need to be known by anyone but a select few. For example, people like Lordo, who grew up surrounded by connections of self-interest. I'm pretty notorious among the students these days. Since Tanya doesn't seem to be warming up to me either, I'll have to turn to you for a while, Ed. You seem to have a bad habit of trying to control and intimidate everyone around you, Lordo. Oh my, it's just a habit. The same thing has been done to me, you know. Are you sure you're alright? Rumors don't lose me any money, so I'm fine. I'm more of a villain by nature anyway. As long as you're not my enemy, I'm happy. How could you deny that face? I mean, for Ed it's easy, but how could you deny this? There are hidden aspects to human relationships, and tensions are thus hard to determine at times. And so, the storyline entered a new phase. As Princess Pena did not become the student council president, her future was now unclear. Yeah, how the power struggle between the Imperial faction and House Rothstaylor would play out was also shrouded in fog. On top of that, I will still have to wait and see what will become of the rest of Act 3. It's been nearly a month. Man, I really miss this place. Of course, there was plenty to do in the meantime. I need to clear up the fire pit of my camp, as well as tidy the inside of. So it's either gonna be Lucy or Lucy. Okay, it's always Lucy. It was one of. How ain't she supposed to be on house arrest? What? No, it said it's been a month, huh? Okay. She off house arrest, so. Let's just rest for now. My boy, like, you know what? You got it, girl. My boy came in, let down. You like, you know what? You got it. I'm finally back at the camp. It was 3 days after that when I heard that Tanya was elected student council president. Me do the grading. Why not? I'll give you extra credit for it. Okay, who this fine thing is? Here, hold on, I ain't never see you. Ah, Melina, huh? Oh, okay, alright. Sure, you might not be on par with the professors on the academic level, but you can already handle high-ranking spirits without issue at such a young age. In terms of instinct, you're already a top-level elementalist, even compared to those who have graduated already. Still, why me? There will be another joint combat training soon as well. So I want you to hold your head high in front of the younger students. I don't really care about that though. I don't need you to be intimidating or anything, but you are the top student of your year and the most talented elementalist at the academy. But these days you keep smiling from ear to ear during class and looking far too distracted. I understand that you're dating Ed, but you're making it look like it's one-sided. It's to the point where it makes me worry about your sanity. Pardon? Hold on. Damn, everybody know. Ed and I, why would you say that? Are you kidding me? You two were always together, even outside of spiritual study classes, and you even went all the way to the student facilities and the cafeteria together. I don't know what you've been up to lately, but you've been looking so elated that you would just sit in class blushing and grinning like a fool constantly. You would even giggle to yourself while staring blankly at the chalkboard during class. You're acting like someone who just started dating her first ever boyfriend, which makes me groan. Professor, please don't tell the other students about. I have no interest in the love lives of you teenagers, but it sounded like everyone's under the same impression. Damn. Everybody like, boy, Ed clapping them cheeks. Unfortunately for Yin, she ain't getting nothing clapped. Unfortunately. That you and Ed are dating. Damn, the whole school knows. Okay. Whole school knows. Well, shit, what that mean about Lucy and Lordo and... Well, I guess maybe we're gonna find out. That is interesting. What about the other two? The Spade region in the east takes 3 days and nights on horseback to reach from the capital. In the south of this region lies the mountainous area called the Pulin, the land of farming. If you go deeper into the valley of Pulin and wander around the ridge, you will reach Torin, a small farming village with a population of under 300 people. Yin Pale Rover, who was able to see spirits as soon as she said her first words, was a genius who undoubtedly opened up a bright future for the small village. At times, an outsider would visit the village. Yin especially remembered the boy who delivered the mail. That was because he was the only one who addressed Yin politely. The young people had all moved to larger towns, and Yin had spent most of her childhood as the treasured youngest resident of the village, so she wasn't familiar with such formality. Of course, thanks to Yin's friendly personality. There are lots of big cities outside of Pulin. The mailboy also soon addressed her by her name, as everyone else did. With so much love and adoration from the whole village, Yin grew up into a good-natured, kind girl, making her the pride of the Pulin. Everyone loved her. Inevitably, the young man who delivered the mail ended up falling in love with her. Yin had a hard time saying no to people, but she was far too young to have any interest in love or dating. I'm sorry. And so she rejected him. The young man ran away and did not return to the village for a long time. But when he did come back, he brought her something unexpected. A notice of admission from Savenia Academy. And goodbye, miss. A polite form of address. Now that she has spent 3 years at Savenia, Yin hardly remembers the young man's face. But even now, she is frightened of rejection and is unaccustomed to formality. Miss Yin, I'll stop counting days you stop by. If you have any questions to ask or applications to hand in, just please talk to me. I can take a look, and if it's something we can help you with, it'll be done in no time. Is it a love letter? Application for leaving Dex Hall dormitory. I don't know why you seem so hesitant, but if it's that hard of a decision, why don't you talk to some of your friends and get their advice? There are plenty of people who will gladly help you, right? You have so many friends, Miss Yin. Normally, this was very true. Yin had plenty of people around her willing to help her. But it was hard to talk about her dilemma when all the attention was too much for her, and all she wanted to do was run away. Even from her best friends. Damn, Yin, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep, my girl. I really should have realized that he was a liar by the way you were constantly grinning ear to ear. I'm sorry I wasn't able to tell anyone. Well, I'm sure you had your reasons, but what's got you so worried now? You know how I'm really bad at saying no to people. When people ask for favors, I feel so awkward saying no. And that's why you keep acting like his housekeeper. I get that he had to be in hiding, but why would you cook for him? Girl, stop it. Stop it. What did Ed ask you to do this time? No, that's not it. I did that because I wanted to. I actually have a favor to ask Ed this time. But we're so close and I feel really comfortable around him. We're such good friends and we spend so much time together. I feel like it's sometimes hard to ask people you're close to for favors. How about you create some distance then? Wouldn't that make it easier for you to ask for favors, to say no to him? You two really need some time apart too, you know. Hey, yeah, she got a hidden objective, my girl. Just letting you know, she got a hidden objective. If you spend so much time together that you start taking each other for granted, that hard fluttering tension goes away, right? Is Jen actually capable of putting this between herself and Ed? I'm giving her such terrible advice, but if they do grow apart and he's left alone, I might be able to. So ulterior motives, boy. So try to create some distance and make him miss you. Thank you. I just had a great idea. Thanks to you, I should get going. She's like, huh? See you tomorrow, niece. And he's like, I don't even know how this went. Right. What was I thinking just now? What have I done? Probably nothing. Her idea probably has nothing to do with putting space. Okay. I collected quite a few production formulas now. Making them all isn't physically impossible. The one I have to like the one I'd like to have the most is this 1,000-year-old wooden. That's a name. The 1,000-year-old wooden wand struck by lightning. That is a name. The formula itself is very simple, but it's still a very powerful item. Okay, amplifies all elemental spirit resonance. Okay, magic and power efficiency. Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense seeing that its main ingredient is very hard to come by. A branch. But not just any branch. It has to be one of the three. Oh, it has to be one from a tree that's at least 1,000 years old and was struck by lightning. In the game, the player receives this ingredient as part of a reward for clearing Act 3. In reality, it's not something you can just find lying around or buy somewhere. Trees that are over 1,000 years old aren't common, but there is at least one in this forest. The lightning is the problem. Hey, Lucy. Why you gotta look at it like that, bro? God damn, she moved fast. What was that? It's not like this. It's the first time I woke you up from a nap. Never mind. Sorry for scaring you like that. It's fine. You can talk to me. It's not urgent or anything. I'll just ask you about it later. She's about to arrive anyway. Okay, of course. There goes Yin. Hi, Yin. It's unusual for you to be late. Right. I'm 10 minutes late. Did you take a different route today? Why? Did something happen? No, there's no special reason I'm late. I just happen to be late. Create distance, create distance. I get it. You're really busy. I'm very grateful that you're taking the time to help me with my resonance training regardless. Would you like some tea? Yes, thank you. But how do I create distance between us? Her idea was arrive late. Okay. Wow, you've gotten so good at handling the spirits. I'm really impressed that you improved so much over a short period of time. I'm sure it'll take more time until you can handle Marilda. But now that your spiritual understanding of Mug is so high, it barely takes any magic to have him around, right? I think you and Mug are really compatible. Thank you for all the compliments. I don't know what to do with myself. I'll keep working hard. Hello? Wait, what? You're here to pick up Lucy. Oh. Yes, Madam Rachel, the deputy headmaster, is in need of Lady Lucy's assistance. I was shocked to hear about your death, so seeing you alive and well is very comforting. I apologize for worrying you, Miss Bell. I was forced to lay low for a while. Did you know it is a virtue for a maid to always place herself below others? I see that won't make me drop the formalities though. I shall get going then. I need to do a thorough checkup of the maid's duties as well, especially about the issue of addressing students with the utmost formality. I see, I still won't stop calling you Miss Bell though. I've never seen that expression on her. Looks like there's some strange tension between Ed and Bell. Distance. Tension. Formality. I was also worried about you, Lady Yin, since you moved to Dex Hall, but I'm glad to see you're doing well. Right, sharing a room with friends is quite fun actually. In any case, I must get going. I must get ready for inspection and make sure Lady Lucy is presentable. Please take good care of yourselves. She's like, I think I get it. I pray that your studies go smoothly. Hey, Ed. Why don't we try addressing each other more formally? Poor Yin. That's sudden. Why? We could act like we just met instead of being more formal, you know? Being respectful and polite without it getting awkward. I just wanted to try it out with you. If she insists, I guess. He like, alright. Not much longer till Dex Hall's curfew. So we can just exchange a few words before we say goodbye for the night. Good evening, Mr. Ed. She didn't cast time prison on me? Alright, well for some reason, I'm finding it hard to speak. It's as though her feelings are contagious. Honestly, I have no idea why she's so embarrassed. But her nervous energy is affecting me as well. 3 minutes later. So, never mind. We shared a few awkward silences recently, but this is so much more nerve-wracking. I've gotten so used to her that she almost felt like family, but this is really making things awkward between us. The problem is that even though she was the one to suggest it, she's floundering because she obviously didn't expect it to be like this. I really want this awkwardness to go away. I should say something. So, oh, look at the time. I'm about to miss the dormitory curfew. Thank you so much for today, Mr. Ed. See you tomorrow. He like, what the hell just happened? He like, what the fuck just happened? Did I fuck up? We have to keep acting like this. He like, this is not normal. This is not what I want. I feel bad for my boy. He been so focused on the game, he ain't been really thinking about, anything else. Poor guy. Our poor boy. That's it for today's video, man. Hope you guys enjoy. You did, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about everything that happened in the comment section below. Also, you guys want to keep up with me, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, links, all of that is in the description as well. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.